Yeah, down one map in the series. Will we have a bit more luck here on Orbital Shipyard? This is Demilove from Storm Gaming.
And in the bottom left, 1-0 up, this is Kelazhur representing Root Gaming.
Represent hype. So I did mention before the series started that we need to talk about the sponsors a little bit more, and a couple things we need to bring up is ADV Moto. Sorry, I think is one of the sponsors here, and they're actually giving away 3 digital memberships. That's a motorcycle magazine. If you're into motorcycles, look no further. That is a sponsor for you. If you follow them on the if you follow SE2_online, a lucky follower, one of 3 lucky followers will win a digital membership to that magazine. And also, if you're a 12-month subscriber, you can get discounts. You can get discounts on those subscriptions by putting in the code OSC20, all one word, so OSC20. And yeah, it's like less than $10 a year if you wanted to become a sub. So, and of course, the most important thing is also becoming a OSC subscriber. Zeph's linked that in the chat a few times earlier. And it will basically give you access to this tournament's replays, which is worth the price alone, and then get you access to the rest of OSC's replays in 2016 as you subscribe through the year. So
That's it, man. Do it. Get it done.
I am
and
a
in the
subscriber.
meantime,
Zeph is as well, by the way. Just letting you know. Full disclosure. We'll be
That's
getting
it.
these. I mean, we already have these replays, but we'll
Yeah.
be getting a nice little pack. I haven't been naming
It's
them or
worthwhile.
anything, so.
Cost
I
you
would
pretty much
actually
nothing.
pay the subscription cost for someone to go through the replays and name them all and sort them all out for me. Because
It takes a long time.
fantastic. 3 Racks Reaper.
Yes, after Demilove has said, please no Reapers, this is a very cheeky move from Kelazhur, so
Screw you, man.
yeah, he doesn't care at all. He's gonna smack him in the mouth with a couple of Reapers for good measure and see how he goes. I mean, Demilove, he's already got 4 lings that he's holding very close to his base. See how long it takes him to actually identify what's going on here. He's got speed on the way, so once that kicks in, that'll definitely help out a ton. And his 2 queens, of course, will be out as well. He can pump out an extra 1 or 2 of those. But yeah, maybe Reaper is the way to go here, Kelazhur.
Oh, look, on maps like Orbital Shipyard and Dusk Towers, those 2 maps especially, with their backdoor natural, 3 Racks Reaper is so strong against Zerg because you can actually hold this ramp and delay the 3rd for forever. Like, they just sit here and heal.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Yeah,
drone, getting down there and taking that 3rd hatchery. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, you can kind of forget about that for a while. And Demilove is actually taking the same response that King Kong did against Azure and grabbing that Roach Warren very early on. That'll help him push out eventually. But for the moment, he's still got a micro backwards and forwards against these Reapers. One of the queens is already very, very low. The other one quite softened up. Needs that speed to kick in. Yeah, so far not too many losses. Only 1 worker killed from Kelazhur. He's still working at it. Might get a queen here. He does get one of them.
Queen
Second one in danger
Lost
as well,
Reaper.
but Link's getting taken out.
1 Reaper got damaged there, did get taken out, and these queens are very, very low. That's the last transfuse just then.
Oh boy,
And that's
he's
actually going to be
gained
another
some ground.
queen kill.
Yeah, the roaches do come in to save the day though, so very nice so far from Kelazhur, taking out 2 queens, 4 lings, and a couple of drones. Not too shabby for 4 Reapers. And he's still not done yet. He's got a ton more Reapers on the way.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
Like
also
these
taking
Reapers,
up behind
these
us.
roaches still can't take that 3rd yet because the Reapers can actually engage that many roaches.
Yeah,
The
they certainly
KD8
can.
grenade making it tough. So
Grenade, good unit. And
that's how Pox got really high level on ladder, I hear.
really?
The Reaper man himself.
That's it. Well, he's really giving Demi a hard time. It's going to be a long while before he can take any 3rd base. He is grabbing his lair though in the meantime.
Yeah, forcing his hand a little bit. So Demi's trying to figure something else out. Maybe Nidus play, maybe fast muter. Both would punish this pretty heavily.
Yeah. Demi's too stubborn to make any more units at the moment. He just wants to use these roaches and queens. He wants to keep his
there's the
drone
extra
count
couple
climbing
gases.
behind this. Yeah, wouldn't be a bad move. Kelazhur, I don't think he's dipped down to actually see the lair just yet. He hasn't actually seen that hatchery, so he doesn't know about this. that could change, certainly, if he decides to duck down that way, but it's getting a little difficult to keep up with these roaches. He's sniping a couple here and there.
Yeah, he's starting to lose Reapers now. Demilove's starting to get a little bit more powerful. Oh, getting that creep chambers is very, very nice. And Demilove is now starting to drone, so he's using his lava for drones here and getting into the heavier into the roach tech and pushing for ravages. Also going up to 4 gases on 2 base here, so yeah, very, very gas heavy on two hatcheries. And Kelazhur, the power of this build is that he can get Stim, Combat Shield back at home, and he can get his 3rd CC up as well.
Yeah.
So pretty
his
amazing.
Production's about to be in full swing. His add-ons have just finished. He's got 4 racks production going. StarCraft's coming up.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah, still no 3rd base. Oh, and now he's super out of position. He's going to lose some drones here. Kelazhur doing an amazing job with these Reapers.
Yeah, targeting the Queens here. I wouldn't even target the Queen. I'd just go straight for the drone line, just like he is right now. That's just drone kills. You've delayed the 3rd this much. That is so much damage done with these Reapers already. And forced Demi to make a lot of roaches. And just now, just as a few seconds ago, got to make those drones. So really, really nice damaging play there from Kelazhur. I mean, look at Demi's bank. He hasn't been able to spend his money.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, his drone count isn't too bad. 53 drones. It would have been over 60 had he not lost those extra ones. But 39 SCVs for Kelazhur. Finally now getting a 3rd base and a macro hatch to make up for that late extra hatchery.
Yeah, he needs to spend his money. His bank is insane.
Yeah, that's it. Well, at least he's got a bit of breathing room now. Kelazhur, though, he's pretty well set up. He's ready to put on a bit more hurt. Maybe once the 2nd medevac comes out, he'll have a bit more healing with that army. It looks like he'll just join this push across the map as he's already moving out here. And this is such an awkward thing for Demilove to have to deal with, because as soon as he's trying to get that 3rd base droned up, he's hit with a big Terran army.
So like I mentioned, you can actually get your 3rd behind this Reaper pressure, but he's actually going to 2 base here and just put on, like, he's been doing nothing but making units back at home instead with his money, and going to try and just kill Demilove by the looks of things.
And it may work too. Some Ravagers now being morphed for Demilove on the front lines here. And that's not a lot of units from Demilove. His supply is up, but it's all roaches.
Yeah, Demilove's Overseer just saw. He knows that he's getting a pretty huge aggression coming up his way now, and he needs to engage very, very well here. Tank's going to make things a little bit sticky. The bio is stimming in. It is Combat Shield upgraded as well. Wow. Is it enough?
Okay.
Oh, Demilove.
Looks to be plenty, man. Kelazhur does get cleaned up very easily there. I actually thought it would be a little bit harder for him to do so, but I guess he doesn't have +1 just yet or anything, so with only a single medevac there that got taken out very quickly, those units not so strong.
Yeah, it looks like Kelazhur was actually forced to take his 3rd here. Oh, that changeling blocked it! So sick.
Little SCV drills him to death.
Still delayed. Still hasn't taken his 3rd. There it is. The Overseer
We're back
died
in
before
action.
seeing it as well, so... Now, Demilove is... Oh, this is so smart from Demilove. He's just making so many drones right now.
Yeah.
He knows that he's all good for the time being.
Yeah, he knows Kelazhur's not really going to do much to him for the moment. With that 1-1 getting close to finishing, he will be able to move out in a little bit and do some pressure up the front if he wants with a few more Ravagers, getting that infestation pit as well. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he just sits back and macros up those 4 bases and gets a really chunky army. Maybe lets Kelazhur come to him because he's in the clear for a little bit here.
Demi's actually powering very hard. He's going to go try and hit the Hive Tech, the infestation pit on the way, 1-1 on the way for the Roaches and the Ravagers. And Kelazhur, he is macroing back at home, but he is definitely not going to let the map remain Demilove's for the time being. He's sending out a dropship. Going to try and do some hurt here. It's not a multi-tiered dropship, and Demi have some very well-placed spore crawlers.
Yeah, wow.
This dropship is almost dead already.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really taking that seriously, because of course the one downside of this Roach Ravager style is drops are just going to wreck you if you're not well covered with static defense and your queens.
Oh, this guy's very careful. I don't know. He can't dive, not with that few hit points.
No. He actually can't drop here. He's going to have to come in from like a different side completely.
I think that medevac's actually stuck.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a lot of. It's a full medevac too, so it's unfortunate it has to stay up there. It's not like it heals over time like a Mutalisk. That's actually going to be there for pretty much the whole game, I think.
Well, Fourth base about to pop. Hive halfway done. 2-2 on the way. And Pathogen Glands. Demilove is looking very, very good. His macro finally in full swing. This is where he wants it to be.
Real good.
Yeah. But, you know, Kelazhur as well. Not looking too bad. He's now fully saturated on that third base. And he's got quite an army up. He's got a chunk of bio, 4 tanks to support it. And he's ready to come for another attack with the +1. 2-1 will be done in a little bit, but not quite yet.
Yeah, that's the one thing is that Demilove will have an upgrade advantage with the 2-2 on her way for his units. The investors just popped out, and it couldn't have been a better time for them to pop out too. Ellis Medevac did find an opening. Wow. 4 Marines die, but 5 did out.
And he's forced to fight with drones for a second, brings the rest of the Queens over. At the same time, Kelazhur stims in towards this 4th base.
And nice splits here, but there are no banelings. There are fungals, though, and they do get on a lot of the bar at the front here. And actually, there's so much here from Demilove that this is going to be completely crushed.
Yeah, he's, wow, fully right off the map here. His army in tatters. He just takes home what he had left. The 1 drop did get a few worker kills. Now up to 14 worker kills total, actually. But Demi's drone count still is reasonably healthy. You know, he's at 60. And he's actually got enough of an army for a counterattack.
Now, with the TvZs that we've been seeing, a lot of Terrans have been just straight up killing the Zerg before the Ultralisk becomes a deal, or conversely, the Zerg winning before making Ultralisks. This game, we're definitely going to see some. They're not going to be insanely upgraded, but or you know, that upgraded at all. They're going to have a lot of armor, but not a whole lot of attack.
Oh man, he's hitting just as those siege tanks had moved out of the way as well.
Ooh,
we'll take a few hits here.
Yeah, losing a Ravager and a few Roaches.
Yeah. Makes him go back home for the moment. Would like to see Demi actually spread his creep a little bit more. Because he does have a few tumors available. It's like at that bit just before it starts to get really awesome.
46 lings being made from Demi's bank there with 3 Ultralisks. Getting Adrenal up, I mean, Adrenal with those lings is really insane in Legacy of the Void. It is so strong. The crackling is in... I'm so frightened of cracklings right now. I never actually cared about Zerglings when I played TvZ late game, but I do now, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Well, luckily they don't have the melee upgrades just yet, so they're not going to be super deadly, but yeah, they're still quite good. And Kelazhur is coming out for another fight. Demilove is maxed out though. And that...
He is indeed. A lot of it is Roaches and Ravagers, which aren't super efficient against fire, but if he gets good connections... Oh, the Medivacs! Oh, the Medivacs are all gone down part 2, and that's actually going to be it for Kelazhur's push, and possibly the game as well! Demilove slapped this back so hard. What an engagement.
Wow, he just put his fist right on in Kelazhur's mouth right there. That was a huge clump up by Kelazhur. He's just... This is really, really scary for him. 180 supply to 105. He's got 3-4 Medivacs left, but hardly any army against this many Roach, Ravager, and Ultras, and Fungals. I don't know, man. I think Demilove's about to bring it up to a 1-1.
I think every Zerg Roach ravaging a Terran should throw some Infestors in there and see what you can get done. They've been so clutch for Demilove in this game, and he is pressing the issue here. A dropship's actually left, and Kelazhur needs every single unit he can muster to try and hold here. There are Ultralisks in his main, and that is never a good sign. The Ravagers and the Roaches tearing apart the natural and the main as well. Fungals on the SCVs, because why not? Infested Terran's going to do the rest, and I do believe that our Brazilian Terran is about to drop his map here. His first map in a while, actually.
Yeah, Kelazhur, he's got nothing left, man. Against this many Ravagers with a couple of Ultras still alive, he doesn't have a chance. It's too much. That one engagement ruined it all for him, really. And there's the GG. Demilove bring it to the 1-1.